Wholeness, welcome. My name is Fraser, I'm a human activator, Leptokinetic Healer. And today I just wanted to kind of share a couple of ghost stories. After last night, we had a pretty interesting incident occur in the middle of our sleep. So I thought I'd address a couple stories from the past before I kind of get to this one, because we've had several kind of encounters of similar experiences. And the first one would be that Opal and I, when we first met, we dealt with a lot of weird paranormal activity. I can't say weird because it's been pretty consistent or average. And so we drove to the East Coast from Texas, and we stopped in Tennessee and we stayed at a hotel. And Opal and I were both about to fall asleep, and I heard something whisper, "Hi." And all of a sudden she jumped out of bed, and I was like, "Whoa, did you hear that?" And she was like, "Yeah, I heard that." And I was like, That's the first time I ever really experienced a paranormal activity or phenomenon where we both weren't seeking anything or looking for anything, and we both experienced the stimuli simultaneously. Fast forward a couple months, we go back to Texas, and we're both sleeping or about to fall asleep, and I jump up out of bed because I heard footsteps close to us, and Opal goes to me, "Did you hear that?" Just like how I said that to her when we experienced the first one at the hotel in Tennessee. Now, what happened last night was pretty peculiar, because Opal actually had been talking about it. She goes, I keep hearing these footsteps when I fall asleep, but I don't hear them when I'm awake. And I was just like, that's interesting. And she goes, "It sounds like boom, 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 boom." And it was a very specific pattern. And I was like, okay, we have neighbors or whatever. So I was kind of just dismissing it or brushing it off, not just trying to attach to it or whatever, just being as objective as possible. And I go to fall asleep, and I'm in that in-between state of kind of resting and waking consciousness. And I heard it. I heard the boom, 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 boom. And I jumped out of bed, and I thought it was the baby. So I ran to the room to go see if the baby was running around and awake, and he was dead asleep. And I was like, that was pretty weird. And I told Opal about it. She's like, "See, I've been telling you about this." And I was like, you might be on something here. And so it turns out the space that we got is actually a historical site. And it was a brothel in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So God only knows what was going on here, and who's transitioned here, and just the energetic imprints of the emotions and the trauma and the abuse and things like that occur in a brothel. So nothing too intense, just a little story. I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while, so I just wanted to kind of update something. I'm trying not to force these things. I'm trying to let them come as natural as possible, because there's nothing good ever about forcing art or forcing creativity. So just trying to listen to the pushes and the pulls to share things and what not to share. And it's been an interesting path of discernment and awareness of when to say something and when not to say something, and what's worth sharing and what's not worth sharing. What do I need to keep to myself, and what should I share to the world, express to the world? So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little quick little ghost story. If you guys are liking this, I do have a plethora more. So if you're feeling these videos or you want to see more, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to be heard. It's always a pleasure to share these stories with you guys. And yeah, until next time, wholeness.